Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Flourish Right Now podcast. It's Whitney, and thank you for joining me today. Before we get started, I want to actually take a moment to talk about what I'm grateful for. And what I'm grateful for today is actually my garden. I went outside earlier, and for one, I have been neglecting my garden for quite some time. I just didn't really have the energy to cater to it or to tend to it, and it had really gotten out of hand for the last couple of weeks. However, with all that being said, my garden has still been producing. It's been producing cucumbers, it's been producing cherry tomatoes, and not only that, when I went out there today, well, actually a few days ago, I noticed this, but as I was looking again, I was searching for it, but one of my watermelon plants has started producing a baby watermelon, and then I've noticed that I have about two more that are starting to that have already formed, and they're in the growing process. So while I was out in my garden, I just was walking around as I was picking the fruit off, and I was just saying thank you and I love you. And I was saying that even to my plants that hadn't produced fruit or was no longer producing fruit or veggies or whatnot. But I was just saying that thank you. I love you. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. You look beautiful. I was touching my plants. We have a few fruit trees out there as well, some baby fruit trees that we're trying to grow. So I was just touching them and telling them that I love them and I'm so happy for them. And of course, I can't wait to eat their fruit when they start producing. But I just had that immense feeling of gratitude. It just came over me that even with me not being able to tend to my garden like I should be, it's still producing. It's still thriving, so to speak. It's still giving me something that I can have, and I just felt so grateful for that. Now, also, we can go ahead and get into day three of the decluttering challenge. And I'm going to try not to make this long because I feel like I have a couple stories behind some of these objects, but I'll probably only tell like maybe one or two, I guess. So today I had 26 items that I was able to gather and part ways with. And so we're going to go ahead and go down that list of 26 items. And I'm going to tell you what I got rid of today. Okay. So items 1 through 5 are actually ties. They're like ties to either dresses or ties to, that's my dog in the background, y'all. Ties to dresses, or they're ties to jackets that I just had, and some of the items are actually gone, but these ties are still, they were still hanging around. And one of the ties is a striped black and white tie. And as soon as I saw this tie, like I just got this good feeling in my heart, in my body, because it belongs to a dress that I no longer have. I just wore that dress crazy. But it belonged to a black and white dress that had pockets. It was um it had no sleeves, and it was it was past my knees, like almost length. I guess like almost ankle length. And I just love that dress so much. It was so cute. I love the fabric. I love the look of it. I got that dress from Target a couple years ago, and I just really loved it. And I wore it so much. And I ended up having to get rid of it uh, probably like a year after I had it, because I guess I wore it so frequently and the washing and drying just kind of messed it up. So I had to get rid of it. But when I saw that tie, I was so happy. Okay, so let's continue on. Item 6 is a 2-pack of chapstick that I found in a suitcase, and there's no telling how old this is. So we'll just leave it there. Item 7 is a broken, what do you call this thing? A broken hanger that I was still using, and when I actually put it on the chair to take a picture of, I broke it a little more, but it had one break in it, but it was still hanging. Um, so I was using that to hold a dress or two on it. Well, a dress, but I looked at it today and I was just like, why am I using broken hangers? Hangers are so cheap. I can go get another hanger, or I can go to another closet and get a hanger. It doesn't make sense why I'm using a broken hanger. Um, so I got rid of that today. Items 8 and 9 are 2 hairbrushes that I no longer use and I haven't used in quite some time. Nowadays, I try to stick to wooden hairbrushes or wooden combs, and this is just something that um, I probably bought out of desperation a couple of years ago from my local store. Okay. Items 10, 11, and 12 are a set of those bilingual games that you've heard me talk about yesterday. Well, guess what? I dug further in the kitchen drawer and popped out 3 more of these games, and this should be it. I don't think I have any more of these in the house. 2 packs were open, and one of the packs that were open, it didn't have a case, but me and my husband were playing these games before. Like, they're so cute. So the one that is sealed is the Vietnamese, the English, and then um, the two that are actually open are the Spanish to English ones. Next up, items 13 and 14, we have a pack of plug-in earbuds that we got from the last time we took a flight. We had those, and yeah, they've just been hanging around the house and taking up space. So item number 15 is a clear coat of fingernail polish. I got this a few years ago when my friend got married. I decided to paint my nails because I was in the wedding. Um, and I did a clear coat, and I haven't used it since. I don't really wear nail polish, so I went ahead. That's getting tossed. Item number 16 is a pair of Child's Heart sunglasses. These are so adorable. I absolutely love them. They're not mine, by the way. They're my little cousins, but they've been here for well over a year, I believe, at this point. So I'm gonna I'll probably keep them until the end of the challenge with the other items that I have before I donate them, to see if she'll pick them up. But if she doesn't, they'll get donated. Items 17 and 18 are 2 tops that belong to some glass jars that I no longer have or can find. Item 19 is a box of 24 crayons, or what should be 24 crayons. Okay, so items 20 and 21 are 2 tote bags. One's a pink tote bag with that scrunchy type pull closure, and the other one is a blue tote bag with the tote handles, that I got from a conference. Item number 22 is a coloring book, which I've colored in and I've played some of the, well, did some of the activities that was in it. Item number 23 is a black binder that I actually found upstairs. Um, and it was just sitting up in a closet. And I believe this was probably from like 2017. This is a very old binder. Item number 24 is it's actually three body mittens that you kind of scrub your body with. So it should be four, but one, there's a set of two, and one of the pairs is missing. So instead of two sets of gloves with four, two sets with four gloves, I have one complete set with two gloves and then an additional glove. The next item is number 25, which is a pair of bathing suit bottoms. And these are just like the regular bottoms or whatnot. And they're really cute. They're floral. I think I wore them maybe like one time, but I don't know. They just weren't me. They just weren't me. So the last item I have is item number 26, which is a very old lime green tank top that says "Work It." And this tank top, I've done a lot in this tank top. Worked in the garden, worked on the house, worked out. This has just been a catch-all tank top. And at this point, it really, really, really looks like it was a catch-all tank top. So I'm hanging it up. I'm saying goodbye. And those are my 26 items for today. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this podcast episode,